Everything looks calm on the surface until you look closer. The newly released first-look images from the Buccaneers Season 2, Episode 7 are not just pretty pictures, they're warning signs. Something big is about to break. A smile that feels too forced, a glance that doesn't meet the eyes, and a missing character in key moments. These are not accidents. They are clues. And if you pay attention, these photos are whispering the truth about betrayal, heartbreak, and a decision that could change everything. The first set of images from Episode 7 opens with St. George standing alone at the edge of a cliff. Her back is to the camera, her dress whipped by the wind. It's a dramatic shot, but what makes it more interesting is her body language. She's stiff, almost bracing herself. This isn't a carefree walk, it feels like a turning point. Moment before she decides something final. Fans are already saying this could be the scene where Nan chooses to leave it all behind: love, money, and expectations. Next, we see a photo of Jinny inside a grand room, dressed in rich fabrics, but looking completely drained. Her face is pale, eyes distant. A letter lies open on the table beside her. What's in that letter? From her expression, it's not good. Theory suggests she may have just discovered a painful secret, possibly about her husband, or a betrayal from someone close. This single photo carries so much emotion it almost doesn't need words. It's a quiet kind of sadness, the kind that usually comes before a storm. Then comes a more crowded photo: Conchita surrounded by other women at a garden party. At first glance, it looks like another cheerful scene. But one sharp-eyed viewer pointed out that she's the only one not laughing. Her smile is tight, her fingers clenched around a teacup. And if you zoom in, you'll see her eyes locked onto someone in the distance, someone just out of frame. Could she be watching her husband? Or someone she suspects of plotting against her? Either way, the tension in her stance says she's not feeling safe. Another interesting photo shows Guythwart walking down a corridor alone, holding a small velvet box. This has fans buzzing. Is it a proposal? Or something else, maybe a family heirloom or a message he doesn't want to deliver? His expression is unreadable, but the lighting is key. He's stepping out of shadow into light. Symbolism like that is rarely an accident. It could mean he's finally ready to make a hard choice. Or face a truth he's been avoiding. Perhaps the most suspicious detail in all these photos is who's missing. Lord Richard is nowhere to be seen. Not a single frame. That's unusual for a character with so much power and presence. His absence speaks loudly. Has he disappeared? Is he planning something from the shadows? Or is the show hiding him because he plays a key part in the coming twist? Costumes are also speaking volumes. Nan's wardrobe has shifted. She's in deeper, richer tones now, less playful and more serious. Jinny, on the other hand, looks almost ghost-like in soft whites and pastels, as if she's fading out of her own story. These visual changes often signal deeper internal shifts. It's one of the show's quietest storytelling tools, and fans of period dramas know how powerful that can be. Even the backgrounds of the images seem to hint at what's to come. Dark wood, cloudy skies, windows with half-drawn curtains. These aren't random. They build a quiet pressure, a sense that not all is well behind the polished walls and beautiful dresses altogether. The first-look images of Episode 7 do more than tease the next chapter. They suggest that everything we thought we knew may be about to change. Relationships will be tested. Secrets will come to light. And someone, maybe more than one, will be left behind. The stillness in these pictures isn't peaceful. It's the silence before the story explodes. Asterisk, you only need 3 seconds into the trailer to feel the shift. A door creaks open. A shadow moves across the floor. Then Nan's voice, low and shaking. I should have never trusted him. And just like that, the Buccaneers Season 2 Episode 7 trailer sets a new tone. This isn't about flirtation or fashion anymore. This is about consequences. Every single frame of this trailer is soaked in tension, and if you blink, you'll miss something important. The trailer opens with Nan walking through a grand hallway. The lighting is dim, and her footsteps echo as if she's completely alone. But then, just for a split second, a figure is seen watching her from behind a curtain. The face isn't shown, but fans are already debating who it might be. Some think it's Guy, others believe it could be her husband or even someone new. Either way, it creates instant paranoia. She's being watched and she doesn't know it. Cut to Conchita, wiping away a tear at a table while pretending to laugh. With her high society friends, her mask is cracking and the editing makes it clear something is deeply wrong in her world. We hear her whisper, "If they find out what I've done, I'll lose everything." What has she done? The trailer doesn't tell us, but it gives us enough flashes of her sneaking out in the night, a blurred image of her standing outside a man's home, and then a sudden slap across the face, too fast to identify who hit her or why. Next comes a heated moment between Jinny and her husband. The sound drops out, replaced by haunting violin music as we see him grab her arm and she pulls away, eyes wide with fury. She mouths something we can't hear, but the emotion is loud: betrayal. This could be the collapse of their marriage or the beginning of her rebellion. For a character who's often silent or resigned, Jinny's face in this moment says she's finally done being quiet. Then we get a softer scene, Nan sitting by a fireplace, holding what looks like a journal. Her eyes are red, her voice is barely above a whisper. He wrote everything, even the parts he promised to forget. The camera cuts to a leather-bound book on a desk, then to Guy, sitting alone, looking destroyed. Did he write it? Did she read it? This could be the emotional climax of the episode, a moment where truth is no longer avoidable. Even if it breaks both of them, one of the most talked-about trailer moments is only 2 seconds long. A wedding ring rolls across the floor and hits someone's shoe. We never see whose shoe, but the message is clear: someone is walking away. From marriage, from duty, from love. And they're leaving the ring behind. Visually, the trailer plays with contrast. Lavish parties lit with golden chandeliers crash into stormy exteriors. Screaming matches are followed by painful silences, and characters who once looked strong now appear lost. There's a quick flash of a woman running through rain, her dress soaked, her expression wild with fear. Fans have slowed this moment down, frame by frame, and many believe it's Jinny or possibly Nan, but no one knows why she's running, or from whom. The trailer ends on a cliffhanger. A door slams shut. Someone screams Nan's name from the other side. Then black screen, silence, no music. Just one final line in Nan's voice: "You don't get to break me. Not anymore." And that's it. That's how the trailer leaves us. On edge, desperate to know who's betrayed whom, what secrets are about to explode, and who's strong enough to survive it all. Episode 7 isn't just another chapter, it's the episode that will break things open. And the trailer dares you to guess how far the damage will go. What if everything we've believed so far is a lie? That's the feeling this episode is setting up. The Buccaneers Season 2 Episode 7 isn't just building drama, it's preparing for a collapse. A character we trust may fall. A secret we thought was buried could be revealed. And someone might lose everything, not because they were weak, but because they dared to hope. Let's start with Nan. In the last episode, she seemed like she was regaining control, finding her voice, standing her ground. But that control may come at a cost. Some fans think she's going to discover something devastating. That guy, the man she once believed in, may have betrayed her in the past. Not in a simple way, but in a deep, emotional way, possibly using her for his family's gain. That journal she reads by the fireplace? It might reveal his true reasons for coming back. If this is true, it could turn Nan's world upside down again. And she may choose to disappear before anyone can hurt her again. Meanwhile, Jinny's storyline is about to explode. She's been quiet too long, and Episode 7 looks like her breaking point. The trailer hints at physical confrontation and emotional outbursts. But what if Jinny already has a plan? There's speculation that she's been gathering information, keeping letters, overhearing things, maybe even preparing a way to escape her cold and controlling husband. Some fans even believe she's planning to expose him publicly in a scandal that could ruin his name. If true, this would flip the power dynamic completely, turning Jinny from a background figure into a central force of reckoning. Conchita's world is also crumbling, but not in the way people expect. Her tension at the garden party, her tears, and that single whispered line, "If they find out what I've done," has opened the door to wild fan theories. The biggest one? She's been helping someone in secret, possibly someone who's not supposed to be in London society. Maybe a forbidden romance, maybe helping a woman hide a pregnancy, or maybe even covering for Nan, whatever it is. Conchita may be risking her entire status to protect someone, and it's catching up with her dot, and then there's the ring. The ring that rolled across the floor in the trailer. It's not just a symbol of a breakup. Fans believe it belongs to Lord Richard, the theory. He may have faked his loyalty to one woman, only to secretly be arranging a marriage deal with someone else for political or social gain. But now, caught between power and passion, he might be the one to walk away, leaving behind more damage than he ever intended. That missing ring could mark the beginning of a full-blown scandal that pulls multiple characters down with him, but perhaps the most chilling theory? That someone won't survive episode 7. There's a brief moment in the trailer, a scream, a fall, the sound of shattering glass. It's fast, but enough to suggest that a life may be at risk. Could it be an accident during a fight? A desperate escape gone wrong? Or something far darker, like revenge? Every clue so far points to one truth. Episode 7 is not about gentle drama. It's about lines being crossed. Love turning to hate, secrets becoming weapons, and characters making choices they can never undo. This isn't just another episode. It's the one that tears the story apart. Asterisk, the moment the trailer dropped, the fandom went into meltdown. Social media lit up with gasps, wild guesses, and one repeating question. Did they really just show us a goodbye scene without telling us who's leaving? Within hours, fan threads exploded with side-by-side image analysis, trailer freeze frames, and whispered rumors about cast interviews hinting at a major exit. For a show that's always danced on the edge of scandal, Episode 7 might just be the one that breaks the internet. Some fans are already calling it the fall before the finale. One top comment says, "This episode feels like standing on a cliff, watching the ground crumble beneath everyone. You want to look away, but you can't. It's that sense of tension, something huge is coming and no one is safe." And with Season 2's themes of power, reputation, and hidden truths, the audience is more tuned in than ever to the emotional signals hiding beneath the surface. There's also a wave of love for Jinny, with many fans saying this is finally her episode. Viewers who once dismissed her as too passive are now rooting for her as a dark horse, someone who suffered quietly and may now deliver the show's biggest revenge. If she flips the script in Episode 7, fans are ready to crown her the true heroine of the season. But while some fans are cheering for a reckoning, others are terrified. Nan's somber tone and isolated scenes have sparked a flood of theories that she's about to disappear or worse, be pushed out. The idea that she may walk away from everyone, including the viewers, has left fans begging the writers not to cut the heart out of the story. One viral post reads, "Nan is the pulse of the show. If she goes dark, everything dies with her." What makes these reactions so powerful is that The Buccaneers has never been a simple period drama. It's been a story of rebellion dressed in lace, of women trapped by wealth, love, and family, all trying to find a voice in a world built to silence them. And Episode 7, by the looks of it, brings that quiet war to its boiling point. As for the finale, this episode will likely be the trigger. The fallout of whatever happens, betrayal, escape, heartbreak, will spill into Episode 8 like a broken dam. Relationships will be damaged beyond repair, alliances will crumble, and those who survive will not be the same people they were at the start of the season. If Episode 6 closed the door on old dreams, Episode 7 burns the house down. One fan prediction sums it up best. If Episode 7 breaks us, Episode 8 will bury the ashes. And judging by the reactions already pouring in, viewers are strapped in for heartbreak, shock, and maybe, just maybe, a bit of justice too.